Hello, everybody, and welcome to, my favourite month of the year. Ooh. Right, well, it's been very, very busy, and October is going to be very, very busy as well, with good things. The first Friday of October, it's the audio version of what was the premiere at the end of September, which is our discussion with Lena Sverdlow.
Yes,
And
that was really good, wasn't it?
It was really
Power,
good.
Politics and Possibilities. You came up with a really good title for it. It was great talking to Lena, actually. Really interesting stuff. You could watch the video, but, listen to it, because she's a really inspiring young woman, and she's another one that was of the class of 2014, wasn't she? Just turned 16 and voted 2014, and now she's campaigns manager for Compass. Fantastic.
Yeah, really, really good one.
Yeah.
So that's the Friday. And then, funnily enough, she mentions in that the guest the following week, which is Stuart Donald.
Yeah.
Now, you probably remember we've had Stuart on before. He did a great episode with us to do with myth busting, and he went right back to the Second World War and where the Barnett formula had come from. It was fascinating stuff. But this time he has done a paper which is to do with the power of proportional representation, PR system, in taming or tempering, I think is the phrase he uses, the far right. Well, extremes of both sides, I think.
It's not just sides. Yeah, it's on the Compass website, but it is fascinating, and he just talks through what are thought to be the advantages and disadvantages of first past the post, which is always sort of said, oh no, it gives stable government. Well, not now, and at the moment, at a certain point, it stops extremists getting in, but once it gets past a tipping point, actually first past the post helps extremists get in, or even not even extremists, just the Labour Party, massive majority, or 30% of the vote, and he looks at what happens in the Netherlands recently, and how over there, when people are used to working together, if people are voting for populist parties, right-wing parties, that's not negated at all. They're not kept out of Parliament, or they're not kept out of even power, but they are tempered. They can, the others can kind of stall it a bit or even block it, but that's not what Europeans tend to do. They tend to actually even bring them in to government, and that means that the most extreme things that they want to do actually don't happen because there isn't a majority for them. So it's just fascinating. So it'll be a really good podcast, I'm sure, with Stuart. He's so clear at explaining these things.
He's really good at it. And I think just now, more than ever, the state of UK politics, but also we're heading for a Holyrood election that could be like none other in terms of who's involved. So really good time to be talking about these things, I think. So that'll be the Tuesday premiere, will be the 7th of October, and then the audio will be the Friday. The following week, we've got something a little bit different, but again, because there's a lot happening, there's a lot of really good stuff happening in end of October, beginning of November. It's kind of conference season, but not party conference. It's everybody else's conference as well. So there's lots of events. So we're going to cover at least 4 of those events, have a wee chat to the organisers, what it's about, what they're wanting to get out of it, and then where you can get tickets. So if you want to go to any of these events, there's certainly a nice selection. One of our guests will be Tim Rideout from the Scottish Currency Group. There's an art exhibition coming up, which is being organised by Neil and Lynn, who do the S Stones. There is the next Independence Forum for Scotland conference. There's also an SCND conference coming up. So plenty of choice there, but we'll help you decide what you want to go to by speaking to the organisers. After that,
another Pensioners for Indy one, I think.
Yes, this is the final one in their series of getting a speaker from each of the Indy parties. This one was Ivan McKee, SNP, is the finance minister as well, I believe. Interesting one, not without its controversy because of the approach the SNP are taking.
He certainly got argued with. It was just different. I suppose it kind of was always going to be different because it was SNP, but and I thought there was some good things said. I thought we made some good points back to him. At one point, I wasn't sure he was really listening, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, let's do that, and you can watch it and see what you think. I mean, I think his argument was a little bit too circular in places, but obviously that's going to be tested at SNP conference. So whether that line holds,
exactly.
we'll have to wait and see. The final podcast episode for October, we're thinking, we enjoyed doing that chat last month when it was just me and Marlene chatting about having been to that Nicola Sturgeon book launch. So we thought we might do another chat just ourselves about either things that we've noticed in October or things we've been to in October.
Well, I mean, who knows? As we're recording this is the Labour Party conference weekend. So, I think there's a few things going to come out of that. And I think maybe a few after we've talked to Stuart about proportional representation. I think there's things to talk about how that impacts in Scotland. So that I'd do that. And you've been out and about. You've been doing some archaeology, haven't you?
I have, yeah. I was actually out on an archaeological dig, which is something of a childhood dream, really, has been achieved, which is always lovely. Shows you're never too old to do something on your to-do list. So yes, I was out looking in the footsteps of William Wallace, looking for the road that he might actually have walked on. And would you believe it? We found it. Didn't find any swords or leaning up against a tree and WW was here carved into a tree trunk or anything like that. But yeah, so
great. That's great.
I did take some footage of that, which I've not had a chance to look at yet, but I might even dig some of that out and play some of that. And we might even have a guest for that chat. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll just, we, as you can tell from the way we're rambling, we haven't really thought definitely what we're doing that week, but
it's a month away. We've got plenty of time.
It's a month away. Who knows what will happen between now and then? So we can freestyle it a little bit on the day. So if you have anything you'd like us to talk about, put it in the notes.
That's the other thing. Put it in the comments and we'll have a think.
Yeah, and make it stuff we know about. Yeah, so if you have any particular things or any questions you'd like us to answer that you think we can answer, put those in the notes and we'll see if we get around to them.
Okay, that's good. So that's October, what's on, and keep tuning in, keep watching. Please, share
Keep
as much
sharing.
as you can everywhere. Have a look on TikTok, even if you're not a very great TikTok fan. Look, I wasn't, and I've kind of come round to it because we're doing quite a lot on TikTok, and it's just a really good way of getting short clips out. So tell your friends, get them to have a look. Yeah.
Anyway, have a lovely October, and we'll see you at the end of October for our chat. And if you see us out and about, as ever, come and say hello.
Great.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to make sure you're following us and subscribe to us, then you get notified every time we put something new out so you don't miss anything. That would be great. Also, you can click the little bell if you're watching on YouTube.
And sign up for our mailing list. You can do that from the website, and we always send one out at the beginning of each month to tell you what's happening. Last but not least, you can buy us a coffee on coffee.com.